Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. First down, he'll drop to throw. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Back to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Looking to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs. They'll drop the throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. And not a blitzer, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now here come the Ravens. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And taken right at the 35. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A good first down call as the screenplay gets them 9.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Flushed out right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got time in the pocket. All kinds of time. He'll rifle this. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback.
Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
He's going to, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Their dangerous wide receiver with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They'll look to throw now on first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Baltimore after this. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Back to throw again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
One receiver left, three to the right. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Dancing to his left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down following the incompletion.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off two passes. That would have been the third in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on third. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he comes back with one complete. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll set up to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to throw now on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Good job by the O-line. Quarterback had time to go through his checks. That's one you need to take advantage of.
A perfect situation, and they're unable to take advantage of it. When you have that much time to scan the field, you have to find an open receiver.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Forced out to his left. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football, worked so hard to get his feet down inbounds, tried to do the toe tap. Like, my dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really?
That he is.
How about that? What about young Davis?
No, it did not. It did not.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. And his kick here is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So a big sack on 2nd down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for 3rd. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So coming on now is the field goal. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far.
Yeah, that's perfect. 2, Davis, deep.
I got to go. Okay, and sorry about that. Didn't know Larry got cut off early. We are back and ready for the 3rd quarter. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Here we go. 3-19.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Let's go. 3-19.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to air one out. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 18 on that one. And it's good enough for a Baltimore 1st down. Now back to throw. That is incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now, having thrown 3?
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Watch it now, Barney. Let's go. Back to the Philly. Here we go.
He'll try and throw for it here. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. The ball comes out, and this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery, but on fourth down, a change of possession anyway.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught inside the 5. That one goes for 36 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
All right, now look at 56. Lucky 56.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete right around the 8. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Their big tight end, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They come up in an offset eye. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Here we go now. Detroit. All right, now, look at 56. Lucky 56.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
To throw now in his own end zone. And this will be incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Stays on his feet. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to take another shot here. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case,
and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll try, and the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now they'll throw him. Under pressure, they got him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. They've got his man complete. A big gain of 38 there on third down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And they're going to speed things up here. And a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pick.
It's caught at the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 41 yards. The gun. They'll look to throw. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I's, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line. But let's go back to what you talked about before. Getting his feet down. Would you say dotting the I? I can cross the T as well. That was excellent footwork to get in bounds and make a great catch.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll go to the air here, and they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Their big tight end, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. He'll look to throw. That's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now a desperation throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return comes to a home right at the 44-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Here we go. 3-19.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look, and he's going to go down. Back across midfield. He's sacked at the 46. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw here. Going to throw right side here. Complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Watching that body.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Good. Detroit.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares?
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
I got number 18. I got you, 18. Here we go now.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
Taken right around the 44. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And this offense now with a short field ahead, 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now he'll look nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
It has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. And the Ravens taking the field. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Well, Charles, the forecast